This Job chapter 20, verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. I like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honors to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. And this is Ariel back with another lesson. This Job chapter 20, verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So the triumphing of the wicked, which the wicked is Esau, Edom, Idumea, the so-called white man, is short, man. Hey, you at the tail end of this man's kingdom. The sand in the hourglass is running out. And the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And his joy is no more, man. Esau's rulership is falling right through his hands, man. And this man is the biggest hypocrite walking the earth, man. The biggest hypocrite, man. And you're gonna witness this through these videos that would be Salakia, that would be placed inside this video of the media clippings from the talks of China breaking human rights laws. So you will have the classic example of the pot calling the kettle black, man. Because this man Esau, hey man, the so-called white man, if it's like if anybody should be in court or being talked to about breaking human rights laws, it should be this man. All this man does, man, is break human rights laws, man. This man write up laws to break human rights laws, man. This is what's crazy, man. The same man that has laws such as Fugitive Slave Act of 1793, the Indian Removal Act of 1850, then you had the Black Codes in 1860, then you had the Jim Crow laws, then you had the Mexican Reparation of 1929, then you had the Operation Wetback of 1954, then you got redlining, then you got gentrification. Come on, man. This man write up laws that break human rights. So who is this man to talk to anybody about some damn breaking human rights laws, man? This man is this man is beyond beyond being hip, man. If there was a word that could be above being a hypocrite, he would be it, man. This so-called white man, hey, there needs to be a new word for this man, because hypocrite don't even do what he does any justice, man. That word ain't strong enough for the bullshit that he pulls, man. Verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. And this is exactly what's coming to Esau, man. All right. Though you done mounted up your riches, though you done put your foot upon the earth, all right, got your foot on everybody's neck. Hey, now you finna lose it all, man. All right. Your ass is about to perish like your own shit, man. And they look for you, hey, they're gonna be like, damn, whatever happened to the white man, the so-called white man? You remember when this man had his foot on the earth, going around rape, robbing, and murdering everybody for their resources? Whatever happened to that guy? Your ass is finna be put away, man. Taken out, man. Your whole family, your whole nation, man. Which you are Esau, Idumea, Edoms, of the scriptures, man. Your whole family is about to get taken away, man. Light is about to get put out, man. But before you get totally decimated and sent into extinction, your ass got to serve 1,000 years of slavery, man. up under the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. This is where your ass is headed, man. So you could get on your media, on your propaganda machine, and sit out here and act like you the damn good guy, and gonna fucking try to call out China on they human right laws and saying that they breaking human right laws. But hell, everything that you do, every ounce of law that you write up is breaking the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American human right laws, man. This is what you set up and do every day, man. This Isaiah 14. This Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee, to meet thee at thy coming. It is stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. They have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. So hell is being moved for you, man. You about to get thrown out your heaven, out of your rulership. You finna be removed off the top of the totem pole, and you about to be thrown down into hell, man. You about to get thrown down to the bottom of the totem pole, man. Your ass is about to be put in slavery, man. Hellish conditions, man. This is where your ass is going, man. And the kings of the nations, hey, they can't wait to see it happen, man. They waiting on it to happen, and it's happening right now, man. These things are manifesting. This is why you losing your power in the earth, man. This is why you becoming despised of all the nations that are upon the earth, man. Verse 10, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? And this is exactly where you headed, so-called white boy. All right, the red man, the red boy of the scriptures. Your ass is about to be brought down to hell, man. You about to lose your power in this earth, man. Thy pomp, thy power is brought down to the grave. You see that? Your shit is finna be brought down low. And the noise of thy vowels, your words ain't gonna mean shit no more, man. Ain't nobody finna trust your wicked ass no more, man. Your hypocritical ass, man. This is why the other nations ain't answering your phone calls, man. This is why all those nations that was in a confederacy with you, it's gonna turn on you, man. The worm is spread under thee. The worms cover thee. That's right, man. The worm is spread under thee. The worm cover thee, man. Your shit is deteriorating, man. All the power that you had is deteriorating. All the plans that you had is gonna fall, man. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? That's right, so-called white boy. So-called white man. You are Lucifer, man. All right? How art thou fallen from heaven? Yeah, how are you losing your power, man? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation? And this is what you do, man. You go around weakening the nations, man. So how art thou cut down? How you losing your power, man? You know how? The Most High is doing it to you, man. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh shot, man. It's cutting your ass down, man. This is how you becoming weak, man. This is how you falling from your heaven, O Lucifer, which didst weaken the nation. Go around rape, robbing, and murdering everybody for their resources, man. Got your military bases all over the four corners of the earth, man. Setting up central banks in all four corners of the earth, man. Rape, robbing, and murdering, man. Doing what you've been doing from the beginning, man. You the damn red horse of the scriptures, man. Verse 13, for thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. And this is why you got your little bullshit ass space stations. All right, with your satellites, wanting to be like God, trying to be God. All right, want to try to set your little new world order into place, your one world government, so you could have total power as if you're God. Man, your ass is finna get smacked up out of your dream. Your ass is finna fall straight to your hell, man. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, and you sitting on the mount of the congregation. Who is the congregation? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which were the biblical Israelites, man. You fucked up when you put your hands on us, Esau, so-called white boy. All right, and you sitting on us in the sides of the north, North America, man. This is what most of the Israelites saw, man. Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. And this is what you want to be like, man. You want to be like the Most High. You want to be in control of everything. Think you can have rulership over everybody. This is why you want to set up your one world government, man, so you can have complete power. Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. You see that? This is where your ass going, man. To the sides of the pit, man. You about to be brought down to hell, man. And this is why you seeing everything unfold in your media, man. This is why all these countries that was once cool with you, now they're no longer cool with you. Now they're no longer answering the phone, man. You are being despised amongst the nations, man, because they're paying attention to your hypocritical ways, man. Now they're paying attention to your serpent-like activities, man. Verse 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? You see that? This is what they're going to say to you, Lucifer. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Yeah, is this the man that would come around bombing and blasting everything into the Stone Age and taking over kingdoms when people didn't want to get down with they so-called philosophies and their democracy? Is this the man? This is what they're going to say to you, old Lucifer. Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? And this is what the so-called white man does, man. If you don't go along with his philosophy, you don't get down with his democracy, what he does, man, he comes through, send his military might through to bomb your ass into the Stone Age, man. And destroy your cities, man, and set up his central banks, man, and set puppets in your office, man, to rule over your people. And then if you speak out against injustice, he throw your ass in prisons, or he write up different laws, draconian laws, unrighteous decrees to have you put in prisons, man. And then you be in prisons for hell of years when this hypocrite will go right out and do the same shit that he throwing you in prison for, man. And he'll do the same shit and make money off of it, man. And call it a business. Goddamn hypocrite, man. Now all of a sudden, fucking weed is a business now. How many so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans locked up in damn prisons, man, over weed charges and different drug charges, man, that your wicked ass bring in, man. This is how you make most of your money, you so-called damn white boy. Verse 18, all the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, every one in his own house, but thou art cast out thy grave like an abominable branch. That's right, man. So-called white man, listen up. Your ass is so worthless. All right, your ass is so wicked that every other nation will be able to go back to their lands and lie in glory. But your wicked ass, you ain't gonna have no land to go back to. You ain't gonna be buried. You so wicked, the Most High won't even allow you to be buried in the earth, man. Your ass is gonna be torched up, flamed up, burned, man. This is what you're gonna get, and you ain't gonna have no land to go back to, man. After your 1,000 years of slavery, your ass will become extinct, man, through fire, man. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and that's the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden under feet, man. So this is what the Most High think about you, man. You're like a carcass that's gonna be trodden under feet, man. Like a carcass that's dead and people just keep stepping on you, stomping on you, man. Damn worthless ass goddamn hypocritical nation, man. Ain't never done nothing good on this earth, man. And this is why you people have a problem with people speaking truth about your wicked ass nation, man. Woe unto them woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write up grievousness which they have prescribed. And who has the power to do this? The so-called white man. All right, the wicked. the red boy of the scriptures, the red horse, the dragon, the devil, Satan, Lucifer, Edom, Idumea, Edomites, all code names for the so-called white boy in the scriptures, man. He has the power to do this through his laws, man. I read you some of the laws that he wrote up, man, that he prescribed, man. These grievous laws, man. These unrighteous laws, man. Then he got the audacity to speak to another country about some breaking human right laws, man. And it's still to this very moment of day, this man out here redlining and gentrification areas, man. Verse 2, turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. And this is what you do. You go against the Most High's people, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is why you set up your laws, man, to keep us oppressed, man. That widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Yeah, and then you set up the women of our nation as prey, man. Set them up over the household, knowing they can't run a household correctly. Give them all these different gifts, such as SNAP benefits, Section 8, all these different things to keep them ruling over the household, when you know that destroys our community, man. And that they may rob the fatherless, man. And this is how you rob the fatherless, man, because you know if the father is not in the home, then the home will fall, man. That the home is weak, man. And this is how you keep us oppressed, man. Verse 3, and what will ye do in the day of visitation? Yeah, what you gonna do, so-called white boy, in the day of visitation, man? And the day of visitation is at hand, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, man, is finna pay your ass a visit, man. And in the desolation which shall come from far, man. And what's that desolation that's going to come from far? Them ICBM nuclear missiles, and not only the nuclear missiles, but what the word Italy called UFOs, man, which are the chariots of God, the chariots of Israel, man. This is what's coming. This is what's coming to visit your wicked ass, man. To whom will ye flee for help? Yeah, who gonna help you, so-called white boy? And where will ye leave your glory? Yeah, what glory you think is gonna be left here for you to return to go to? You ain't finna have no glory on this earth no more, man. You ain't finna have no help on this earth no more, man. You are that abominable branch, man. All right? You are that chase row that no man is gonna take up, man. Your ass is about to get wiped out, man. Verse 4, without me they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is still stretched out. You see that, man? Your ass is finna get trodden down, man. And for all this, the Most High anger still ain't gonna be turned away from your wicked ass, man. And his hand gonna still be stretched out on your ass, man, until your ass is completely brought down to the sides of the pit of hell, man. This is where your ass is going, man. O Assyrian, code word for America. O America, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation, man. The Most High is sending his anger and his indignation upon America, man. All right. This is what's coming to this place, man. Judgment, man. Punishment, man. Verse 6. I will send him against a hypocritical nation. Yeah, man. These judgment and this punishment, this indignation, the rod of the Most High's anger is finna get sent upon you hypocrites, the so-called white man, your nation, man. You that hypocritical nation, man. And against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. You see that so-called white boy, Esau? Your ass is about to get tread down like the mire of the streets, man. This is what the Most High is finna send upon you, man. Judgment, punishment, ICBM nuclear missiles, and whom the world inly called Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shah. This is what's finna get sent unto you, man. This is what's finna get sent to you, hypocritical nation, man. The so-called white man. This is what's finna get sent to your nation, man. Your people, your family. All right? You about to be destroyed, man. This is what's coming to you, man. So this is why you're seeing the chariots of Israel up in the sky. This is why you're seeing what the world in the call UFOs. Because judgment and punishments is coming to Esau, the so-called white man, and not only the so-called white man, but the rest of you heathens too, man, that plotted and planned with this damn white boy, man, to put God's chosen people under these oppressive conditions, man. All right, because y'all was in a covenant with this so-called white man to take away us from knowing who we were, man. All right, y'all wanted to take us from being a nation, man, from knowing who we are, man. 3. It says, "Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head." So these heathen nations hate our power, Yahweh, and his son Yahweh Shai, man. All right, they make a tumult, man. They are the enemies, man. Whether you like it, believe it, understand it or not, man. This is what the scriptures say, man. They say they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. And who's the Most High's people? Who are the hidden ones? The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, which we are the biblical Israelites, man. Y'all try to hide the fact that we are the Israelites, man. But guess what? We still got this truth, man. We still got our heritage back, man, that y'all try to keep hidden away from us, man. And this is what all you heathen nations have came together with the so-called white man to try to accomplish, man. Verse 4, they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation." This is what y'all did, man. Y'all was all one, man, in one consent. Talking about come let us cut them off from being a nation. Y'all, hey man, you damn heathens didn't want us to rule, man. They have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Well, guess what? It's back in our remembrance now, man. This is why you have the elect and the 1/3 waking up out of sleep, man, and understanding that we are the biblical Israelites and coming back to our heritage, man. And this is why this wicked ass society that you call America, which is Babylon the Great, that's why this place is being destroyed. This is why you see that beast, or what you know as EU and NATO, is being destroyed. And this is why you finna see the rest of these heathens go to war with each other and basically pretty much annihilate each other. And you're going to see the rebirth. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the white men know all about the rebirth and the renaissance, right? You about to see the rebirth and a renaissance of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American back into the power seat, man. Which will be the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yasharallah. He is the prince of the power. Be established upon this earth, man. With our big brother, whom the world only called Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shai. If he walked this earth today, he'll be a so-called Negro. He's going to bring that rulership. He's going to set it in place, man. That's why he's called the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, man. He about to take all these crowns off these heathens' heads and put their ass in submission, man. Taking their ass out of their heaven and finna throw their ass into hell, man. This is what's coming, man. This is what you heathen nations are about to receive, man. But the so-called white boy, the red boy of the scriptures, guess what, homie? You ain't gonna get off so easy like these other nations gonna get off. See, when these other nations had us oppressed, at least they let us continue with our heritage. They let us keep the name of Israel. But see, when you put your hands on us, you decided that you want to take our heritage, take it away from us, and then put it upon yourself. And this is why you have these goddamn black hats, all right, over there in the land, walking around claiming to be a people that they're not, man. When they ain't nothing but a bunch of damn Edomites, man. So for you doing that, your ass is, like I said, after your 1,000 years of slavery, you ain't gonna have no home to go back to. You ain't gonna have no glory to go lie in. All right, no homeland. Your ass is gonna be put into complete extinction, man. This is what your ass is gonna get after 1,000 years, man. This is what your wicked ass is gonna get, man. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, of Moab, the so-called Chinese man, the Hagarenes, some more Arabs, Gabal and Ammon, the so-called Japanese man, Amalek, them fucking top black hats over there walking in the land today, all right, that you know as Israelis, these fakers, all right. The Philistines, damn Africans with the inhabitants of Tyre, Africans, man. Hey, man, all y'all gonna have to pay, man. Osir also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Yeah, man. All you damn heathen nations that had a hand in oppressing the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American and trying to keep our heritage away from us, y'all gonna have to pay, man. Bit payback is coming, man. Bit judgment, man. Point blank period, man. So with that said, man, let's get into this video, man, and watch the Hypocritical Nation, or what you people know as the so-called white man, get up on his damn propaganda machine and try to talk about some damn human right laws, man. About somebody breaking human right laws when this man set up laws that break human rights every damn day, man. Like I said, this man got the Fugitive Slave Act of 1793. He got the Indian Removal Act of 1850. He got the Black Codes of 1860, the Jim Crow laws, the Mexican Mexican repatriation, some shit like that of 1929. Basically, they was basically stopping, frisking Mexicans left and right, and if they ain't have the correct paperwork, they was deporting their ass. All right. Then you have the Operation Wetback of 1954. Man, these are laws that this man put in place, man. Oppressive laws, man. Breaking human right laws, man. Then, like I said, you got the redlining and the gentrification. Hey, man, this man is the supreme hypocrite, man, of the world, man, and got the nerve to get on some damn TV on his media to talk about another nation, man, breaking human right laws. Hey, this Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2, then we're gonna get into the video. This Proverbs chapter 29 verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. See, when the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, which were the biblical Israelites, when we get in authority, the people gonna rejoice, man, because we gonna do things the correct way, man. We're gonna hand out correct judgment, man. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You see that? Esau wicked ass, the so-called white man wicked ass is ruling, and this is why you have everybody mourning out here, man. This is why the people mourning, and not only the people, but the animals, the plants. Hey, man, this man got chemtrails. This man put all kind of chemicals in the water. Man, this man hurts everything, man. Hurts everything. Hey, man, the whole earth is gonna be happy and rejoice when your wicked ass get taken out of power, you so-called white man. Let's get to this video, man. All praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Honors to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Here's the video. Shalom.
A day after Biden's administration formally declared Myanmar's years-long repression of the Rohingya Muslim population a genocide and crimes against humanity, it has now announced new visa restrictions against Chinese officials for their actions to repress ethnic and religious minorities, both inside and even outside the country. United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken further reiterated a call for China to end its ongoing genocide and crimes against humanity in the northwestern region of Xinjiang. According to various rights groups, China's Xinjiang district is in the grip of a years-long anti-terrorism campaign that has seen more than 1 million Uyghurs and other minorities detained in a sprawling network of re-education camps. And condemning China's atrocities, United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken in a statement said, and I quote, "The United States rejects efforts by People's Republic of China officials to harass, intimidate, surveil, and abduct members of ethnic and religious minority groups, especially those who seek safety abroad and U.S. citizens who speak out on behalf of these vulnerable populations." Blinken further said, and I quote again, "We call the People's Republic of China to cease its acts of transnational repression, including attempts to silence Uyghur American activists and other Uyghur individuals serving the American people by further denying exit permission to their family members in China." And the recent actions come just days after US President Joe Biden held a video call with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping, warning of consequences if it aids Russia in Ukraine war.
美方的声明充斥着意识形态的偏见和政治谎言，对中方进行污蔑抹黑，无端打压中方官员，违反国际法和国际关系基本准则，粗暴干涉中国内政。中方对此坚决反对。中国的人权状况怎么样？中国人民最有发言权，轮不到美方指手画脚。中国政府坚持以人民为中心的人权理念，认真落实尊重和保障人权的宪法原则，把生存权、发展权作为首要的基本人权，协调增进全体人民的经济、政治、社会、文化、环境权利，努力维护社会公平正义，促进人的全面发展。中国成功走出一条顺应时代潮流、适合本国国情的人权发展道路，推动中国人权事业取得了历史性成就。14亿多中国人民在人权保障上的获得感、幸福感、安全感不断增强。中国的人权状况处于历史最好时期，国际社会对此有目共睹。世界上最大的人权侵犯者，恰恰是美国。历史上，美国从肉体、土地、文化等各个方面对印第安人进行屠杀、驱逐、同化，全方位系统化的侵犯印第安人人权，早已构成事实上的种族灭绝。美国在建国后的100多年里，对印第安人进行系统性种族清洗。美国印第安人人口从15世纪末的500万骤减到20世纪初的25万。美国政府还对印第安文化实施同化政策，导致印第安人文化灭绝。印第安人的悲惨遭遇远远不是美国人权劣迹的全部。美方应对新冠肺炎疫情不力，已经使超过97万美国人民不幸丧生。美国国内长期性、系统性种族歧视痼疾难除，弗洛伊德们不能呼吸。美国还对外发动侵略，侵犯别国人民人权，给别国人民造成深重灾难，甚至公然鲸吞阿富汗央行被冻结的70亿美元资产，抢走阿富汗人民的生命钱、救命钱，给压人道危机火上浇油。就是这样的美国，还整天以保护人权为名，叫嚣对别国进行打压制裁，这样的把戏注定失败。我们敦促美方切实反省并纠正自身在人权领域犯下的累累罪行，同时客观公正看待中国人权状况，停止对中方蓄意抹黑打压，立即撤销针对中方官员的所谓制裁，否则中方必将予以对等反制。